Hello, everybody. It is me, Jujutsu YouTuber here, talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, episode 1 to episode 12. Okay, so this was a series that I knew was going on. Same thing with like anime Demon Slayer, where I like didn't watch it until like a few months after it came out, or I think it might have been even like almost like a full year until I watched that series. So I finally got caught to like the midpoint of this series, this episode 12. I think the series just ended. I think when I released this video, this is a series where I knew nothing about it. I wasn't even like aware of like the manga or anything. It just came out, and then I heard good things about it, but I didn't really watch it until just now. And like I say, I like the series. I really like the concept of have these sorcerers defeating these curses that are going on. They have like this animosity and hate like every person in the world, that if they have like this sort of like feeling, it almost reminds me of the series what was it, Hell Girl, where like have like these evil things going after other evil things, or stopping evil people from doing evil things as things are happening, and then you try to like send it away, or trying to like exercise it. I was trying to figure out that word, but I completely forgot about it. But I really like the main character in this series, Itatori. I'm really bad with names. I'm just gonna say I name people by like their hair color or what they're wearing. So the main character, I really enjoyed him. I really like it how he's like naive but at the same time not naive. I just really like it how at the beginning of the series, like in order to like make him seem superhuman, to like being Sukuna's vessel, being like that bad guy, super powerful curse that's within him. I really like it how they have to like make him OP as possible, because at the very beginning of the series, like you see him doing things that are like otherworldly even before he like takes on Sukuna's powers and tries to eat like his, what was it, 12 fingers or 10 fingers, what was it, how he's like able to just like jump from like a building to like another building, or even jump like 2 stories or 3 stories like nothing, jump out of buildings, land on things. Like he can like fly in the air and fight like the first monster in like the first series when his two friends were getting hurt before he had to leave them to join like the Sorcerer Society. And this dude was strong even before he had Sukuna. Like, and then I think like, what was it? Isn't it like he's only able to become a sorcerer because of Sukuna, or anybody can become a sorcerer? Because like he does end up having like the blue glowing fists and being able to like fight off against the bad things. Because before, when he was just punching with just his own power, it did nothing to like the monsters. Like he could like damage it, but it didn't really do anything. But then later on, when he had his powers, he could like actually damage it and like exercise it by beating the shit out of it. With the other characters in the series, I would probably say that my favorite character is definitely the panda, because it's just a panda for some reason. It's not even like a human; it's just a panda. And then I would say that like the guy that summoned the dogs and stuff like that, like just summon spirits like that. Same thing with like a guy that Ichidori met in like episode 10, 11, 12. That one dude that had like a jellyfish. I don't know if they have the same powers whatsoever to go along with that. I think that like most of the powers are very unique and creative, and that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy the series. It's this very impromptu review of me just talking about it. I like it how like the black haired guy, there's more to him than him just summoning spirits and using that to fight things. How he's like able to like also fight with his fist too. Because in the few episodes back, in like the part where like Itadori was being controlled by Sukuna, and like he couldn't switch with him, so then he decided to fight with in the first big mission with him, with the guy and the girl fighting Sukuna. And then Sukuna like does like this thing where he like, in order to like save him, he must the black hair guy needs to like save Itadori by defeating Sukuna and then putting his heart back in, but he wasn't able to do it, and then he died. But then he revived himself. He like revived him by doing like the pact for like, let me like outside for 1 minute, but I won't hurt anyone. That's a pretty good deal. You know that he lost a deal and he could have done a better deal, but that is a pretty good deal. You'll let me out for 1 minute. I can't hurt anybody. But then at the same time, I like how the one reason why he even did that pact was like his whole entire thing was like to be in control of this body and like cause mayhem, do a whole bunch of bad things as he did in the past when he before he even became a curse. Maybe like when he was a curse. And then the only reason why he did that pact was because he was interested in the black-haired guy, with him like seeing how much more potential and how much stronger this guy can get. There's probably other reasons as well, but that's like, I like how he stayed just so that way he could fight that guy like more and have fun with him. But at the same time, there's always like series like that where you have the guy like staying around and not doing bad things or doing other things because of like a reason. The orange-haired girl's powers is just whack. I like it how she just summons the energy into like a hammer and shoots nails into, what was it, those things that you the puppets that you stab that hurts people if you hit them with nails, and that's how she defeats them. I have no idea if she's going to accomplish any more powers like later on in the series, because I haven't gotten there yet. Only watched the first 1 to 12 episodes. The bad guys are pretty interesting too. How you have like this volcano guy that just shoots flames and does other things, and you have like this blue-haired dude that can just control his body and transform other things into curses too, and then just wiggle it around. Then you have the main bad guy, which I'm assuming he's that long-haired dude is probably going to end up being also a sorcerer, because he doesn't want people to see him. Because I'm assuming that if people see him, then they'll know that he is a Jujutsu sorcerer. But then at the same time, he's also a bad guy doing bad things. And there's also like that was it that like demon-looking thing that I think I did see clips of them fighting him further on in the series, which just seems pretty interesting. Can't wait to see how that goes because that thing can't communicate with its mouth, but can communicate through its thoughts into people. Because when it talks out of its mouth, it sounds like gibberish. Or I think it talks backwards instead of forwards, which is pretty interesting. Other than that, I really like the way the series is going. Like right now in the series, like he's like make everyone thinks that the main character's dead, even though he's alive, and he's like testing out his things and doing his own things right now, while the other characters are like doing like this like camping thing where they're trying to pretty much like a training arc off screen, which I'm assuming is going to also turn into like once he reveals himself to his teammates, as you know that they're not sad about him dying, because everyone dies during this line of work, and then he has to like go and train with them too. But other than that, I really like the series, really like where it's going. I like them fighting curses, exercising and things, having main plots, side plots, and everything like that. Even the opening song I really enjoy. How you just see him in the train. I really like the song and also like the visuals. I would say that I like the ending song better because it's just you just see the main characters like dancing around and see them in still shots of like these pastel pictures and stuff like that. And even like the ending when he's doing that pose that he does, like him and the girl do those pauses and have those comedic moments that are just perfect. Like, good. Okay, other than that, if you enjoyed my thoughts for the first 12 episodes, leave a like. If you did enjoy this episode, leave a dislike. I just wanted to share my thoughts for the first 12 episodes. Talk about it. Talk about my thoughts. Talk about things that are happening in it. Talk about what I liked and what I disliked. Just my basic thoughts. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a great evening, day, or night. And yeah, bye. See you later.